Every time you snapped back at someone who didn't deserve a reaction. Every time you stayed up explaining yourself to a person who never planned to listen. Every time you let a stranger's opinion hijack your entire day, you handed over a piece of yourself. A piece of your power, a piece of your peace. And the people taking it, they're not done. They will keep taking until there's nothing left unless something changes in the next 7 minutes. Because what you're about to hear isn't motivation. It's a weapon. 7 psychological laws, sharpened over 5 centuries, used by the most dangerous and influential minds in history to become untouchable. Ignore them, and you stay exactly where you are, reactive, exhausted, controlled. Learn them, and you become the person other people fear losing. So if you've ever felt smaller after a conversation, manipulated after an argument, or drained by someone who gave nothing back, stay until the end. This is the one video that changes how you move through the world. Most people live on autopilot. Someone insults them, they react. Someone questions them, they over-explain. Someone tries to drain them, they let it happen. They call this strength. It isn't. It's surrender dressed up as engagement. The people who actually hold power, the ones who seem untouchable, magnetic, impossible to rattle, operate on a different system entirely. They don't respond to everyone. They don't show up everywhere. They guard their energy like it's the rarest currency on Earth, because it is. This is the code those people live by. 7 laws. Master them, and nobody gets to drain you again. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. Every time you spend it, you're making an investment, and most people invest it terribly. They give it to trolls, to toxic friends, to people who've never once made their life better. Before you give anyone your focus, ask one question. Has this person earned it? If the answer is no, walk away. No explanation required. Ignoring the unworthy isn't weakness. It's a closed gate that only opens for people who deserve to walk through it. People believe silence makes them look weak. It does the opposite. The moment you respond to an attack, you've stepped into someone else's game, playing by their rules. Silence ends the game instantly. It tells the other person, you don't register. No reaction to twist, no words to use against you, nothing to exploit. They're left talking to a wall, and that unanswered silence will haunt them far longer than any comeback ever could. Going completely dark isn't power. It's just an exit. Real influence comes from controlled unpredictability. Show up when it benefits you, pull back when it doesn't, be warm sometimes, distant other times, never fully predictable. People who are always available become the backup plan. People who are selectively present become the priority. Stay in the game. Just never let anyone assume they have permanent access to you. When you go quiet, the other person's brain panics. Humans crave closure, a reason, an explanation, anything. Silence gives them nothing, and that unanswered question becomes a wound that festers in their head while you've already moved on. You don't need to argue back. You don't need the last word. Removing your attention removes their power completely, and they'll do more damage to themselves overanalyzing your silence than you ever could with a response. There are 3 types of people you need to cut out completely. First, the enemies actively working against you. Don't expose them. Outgrow them. Let your success be the only response they get. Second, the critics who build nothing and tear down everyone in the arena. They need your reaction to stay relevant. Starve them of it. Third, and most dangerous, the energy drainers disguised as friends. Endless crises, endless favors, nothing given back. Protecting your energy from them isn't selfish, it's survival. People can only control you through your triggers. Find yours. Being called lazy, misunderstood, disrespected, and stop letting them detonate you. This isn't about feeling nothing. It's about deciding what gets to affect you and what simply doesn't. When your buttons stop working, manipulators lose their playbook entirely. They'll either start respecting you or they'll disappear. Either outcome works in your favor. Sometimes the most powerful move is making none at all. Rumors fade when you refuse to chase them. Competitors burn out trying to keep pace with someone who was never racing them in the first place. While everyone else exhausts themselves on drama and defense, you conserve your energy for what actually matters, and that quiet, consistent restraint becomes the loudest thing about you. 7 laws. Guard your attention. Let silence speak. Withdraw with purpose. Understand the power of being ignored. Remove the unworthy. Build your armor. Win through stillness. These aren't just ideas, they're a decision. The next time someone tries to bait you into reacting, don't. The next time you feel pressure to explain yourself to someone who hasn't earned it, resist. Starting now, you stop chasing and start being chased. If this hit home, hit subscribe, because this channel exists for exactly one reason: to make sure nobody takes your power from you again.